Hello, time to have a look back at my Eredivisie, the Netherlands Dutch league there, to see how all the clubs got on, even though effectively almost counts for nothing in terms of teams getting relegated or teams actually winning the title, as they just decided to null and void the season, though they did give up the European spots to certain clubs, with Ajax and AZ being Champions League. Ajax with the Champions League group stage, considering they had a goal difference ahead of AZ in the end. Champions League second qualifying round for AZ. Feyenoord with the Europa League group stage. PSV UEFA third qualifying round, and Willem 2 Europa second qualifying round. But yeah, very disappointing that they decided to null and avoid it. I think they basically one of the only country leagues there that have decided that, because very late on in the season, for that to be a fair result. I can understand why they didn't necessarily decide to go on the points-based system like other teams have decided to do once the season was cancelled. But I was thinking possibly the other option was that they could play like a one-off title decider match, which could have been between Ajax and AZ, because they were right at the top there, joint together, to make the season still quite relevant, since they played good old 2/3 of the season, for it all just be wiped away and start again effectively, besides from some clubs that have been gifted some European positions. But it's good for the other sides that would have been relegated there, that they just get to repeat and go again. But of course, the second division sides will feel quite aggrieved as they have to do it all again, even though they could have seen teams got promoted for the season. So what I'll do is I'll go through where they actually managed to finish and where I predicted them to finish, and then you have to wait again to see what I'll predict these clubs to finish in for the upcoming season in another video. So I'll start at the bottom there. In 18 spots, I predicted Rkc Waajk to finish, and they actually did finish in 18th spot. So I managed to get that one bang on. So they got recent promotion, barely any transfers was my reasons for them. In 17th, I went for Fortuna Bittard. They came in 16th, so just the one place off. In 15th, I went for Sparta Rotterdam. They finished in 11th place, so 4 places off with that pick. 14th, I went for FC Emmen. They finished in 12th spot, so 2 spots off. And 13th, I went for Willem 2. This one was the worst of my predictions. They finished in 5th place, 8 places higher up, so they had a pretty impressive season. They actually are the first team squad there, because it seemed a bit confusing being called Willem 2, but effectively they should just be called William. And 12th, I went for Ado Den Haag. They finished all the way down in 17th, so not too flash. And 11th, I went for Heerenven, and they finished 1 place higher in 10th spot. In 9th place, I went for FC Twente. 14th place was their destination in the end. I went for Grogingen for 8th. They finished in 9th. And 7th, I went for Utrecht. They came in at 6th place. Heracles is my 6th place pick, and they ended up finishing in 8th place. Fortuna went for 5th, and they came in 7th. And 4th, I went for AZ Alkmaar, and they managed to finish in 2nd, or effectively joints up at the top there with Ajax. So pretty impressive season for them. And in 3rd place, I went for Feyenoord, and then finished bang on 3rd place there. And 2nd, I went for PSV. They actually dropped down to 4th place, and generally the title was being decided between Ajax and PSV, but they got their work cut up for them if they are going to finish up there for the next season, given that they dropped off to 4th place in this cancelled season. And at the top there was Ajax, and I did predict them to win win the title, but no title, but they did end up winning, you can say. So in the end, some pretty good predictions. My top 8, in fact, were only separated by a maximum of 2 spots. So if you just go with that top half section, it's basically bang on. But there's a few sort of predictions that were quite a bit off, with SC20, 12, Ado Den Haag, 5 places off, Willem 2, the big one, with 8 places off there. So of course, work to do again for the next season's predictions. It's all a bit shuffling and changing, see what they can actually do in a full regular season campaign, hopefully. And yeah, I'll do that video very soon before they kick off their next season. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe. Comment below your thoughts, predictions for the upcoming season, if you want to. Or let me know what you think they should have done with this season in the Netherlands, because just cancelling it entirely seemed like the wrong decision.